It's our 7th game, and the atmosphere here inside the Inara Center in Pasig is still electric. And this time we feature the young 14 under boys from the North Division as we bring you the live coverage of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Although they did miss on that technical free throw, they're still up by 7, talking about itong Bulacan. Pero sa pro, no? Kung talagang hindi mo may isip yun.
Tama rin na dinala natin dito yung rule na yan. So it's gonna be a advantage for these kids na ma-adapt nila yung ganun habit. Kasi ako, even at the practice, I'm very strict with that. Before the prayer, make it sure that you're tucked in. Kasi palagi ko yung pinapaintindi sa kanila. At parang office na natin to. Okay? Paano ka ba pumunta sa office? You must be look presentable. So, hindi ka pwedeng umapak doon with your black shoes. And whatever, then, pagpapasok ka na sa training, alam mo yun, naka-rubber shoes ka na, naka-tuck-in ka na, pogi ka na, maayos na uniform mo. Kasi, respecting the game itself is also respecting the court. Parang ganun na rin yun eh. Kumbaga, pag binibigay mo yung 100% mo sa kanya, di ba? Kumbaga, the court will also give you, hindi naman makapagsasalita yung mga bola na yan, yung mga court na yan, sabihin nila, anong pinagsasabi ni Coach Joseph. Pero ikaw, yung mental mo as a player, when you're going to that court, I respect, dahil binibigay mo rin sa kanya yung respeto, ibabalik niya rin sa'yo yan.
Pangan hitting on that putback. He now has 9. Hazul, another floater, will be fouled by Pangan. Head to the line for 2.
Kung gaano kadali hinabol dito ng Davao, yung kalamangan kanina. Ganon din kadali na ibalik nito ng Bulacan. Nung binalik nito ni Coach Herman, itong dalawang Jordan niya dito sa game natin, dito sa third quarter.
Balikan ko lang saglit yung nabanggit mo nga kanina, Coach Joseph, that at an early age, yung pagiging professional.
Yes. So,
hindi naman dahil bata pa lang, hindi naman natin sinasabing trabaho mo to, but it's acting that type of professionalism at a young age na nagkakaroon na ng opportunity to showcase yung mga bata.
Kasi madadala nila yan eh. Kung tayong coaches, tinuturuan na natin sila on the school. Kahit saan sila magpunta niyan, kahit mga recreational league lang yan, bago umapak ng court yan, nakatuck in yan, maayos na yung medyas na yan. Alam mo yun, they're ready to play. Hindi yung tipo ng iba kasi, di ba, hindi pa nagsushoelace, hindi pa nakatuck in. May mga ganun kasing players, so tinatanggal natin yan kasi on that kahit uniform pa lang, they must stay disciplined. Kasi katulad nga, may mga technical na ngayon yan.
Jordan will miss and Paras will be fouled. That would mean free throws already. Both teams now at the limit.
Actually, dapat feeling ko Jordan yan. That's because of Michael. Nagiging Jordan yan. Lalo na sa basketball, wala kang magagawa kundi Jordan talaga yan.
Balasa ulit dito ang Kingthorns. As we wait for the Sam Paras free throws, let's head over to Daphne Cristobal for another report. Daphne?
Hi, man, Coach Joseph. When I told you about the twin brothers, I was certain that they will have a great introduction tonight. The Jordan twins are 13 years old from Santa Maria, Bulacan, both guards, but willing to adjust when needed to do so. At 4 years old is when they started loving the game, but at this age, it's their dream to study and play for either UP or UST in the future that they are working on. Back to you, gentlemen.
Yun yung mga balita na babalikan mo. Di ba? Kumbaga, titingnan mo ulit yun. Probably 7 or 8 years from now. And then when we're gonna be on the tip-off in the UAP, they're gonna be on that parade. Ikiklip mo yung report ni Daphne na yun. Ipi-play mo sa kanilang dalawa. Either both ba sila nasa UST or both ba sila na either way, isa sa nasa UP, isa nasa UST. Talagang alam mo yung naabot nila yung pangarap nila through here. Kumbaga, naging tulay itong Junior MPBL by reaching it. Hindi naman natin na pagkakait. Ang dami nakakuha ng scholarship because of na-expose sila dito. Di ba? Na-post natin sa page natin yan ng last season after that season 1. So we here in the Junior MPBL, we take pride also sa mga players natin na umaangat, na na-discover, na nakukuha. Di ba? Kumbaga, masaya kami dito na nabibigyan natin sila ng platform to showcase their talent.
Yung tayo nga as panelists, no, when we talk about Junior MPBL during our off time, Napapag-usapan din natin yan na, naalala mo ba si ganito, naalala mo ba si ganyan, nasa ganitong team na, nasa ganyan team. Nakita mo kung saan sila nag-umpisa dito sa Junior MPBL and see their development. You can also help but feel proud of their accomplishments.
Dito na lang, example natin, yung 14 under natin si Canapi sa Mindoro, Disena. He is now in the San Beda Taytay program. It's because of nabigyan siya ng platform dito, itong Junior MPBL. So he was scouted and he was recruited by San Beda. So mga 3-4 na taon yan, problema na namin yan sa NCAA, which is part na rin siya ng problema ko. Kasi yung part of Emilio Aguinaldo College basketball program, itong si Canapi. I'm very excited to meet him in the NCAA a few years from now.
Kaya kapag nagbibigay po ng libreng tips si Coach Joseph Guion sa ating live stream, mga bata, makinig po kayo. Dahil talagang humahawak po si Coach Joseph ng mga bata to develop them. So he knows what he's talking about, not just in the basketball court, but we talked about a lot yung values na kailangan nabubuo rin ng mga bata through basketball pa rin.
Yes, so alam naman natin during the recruitment or pag nire-recruit ka, it's not about your skills but also how you approach the game. Lagan siya for 3, wala doon. Patigil ko because it's an open 3 pero yun na nga, the big guy of itong Davao. It's nabubuhay dito sa ilalim ng ring itong si Sam Paras.
Pinasok na nga itong si James Clarence Mesa, Coach Joseph, no? Para lang try to box out itong si Sam Paras, but really just too much height, too much heft. Still able to secure that rebound. Gets another point to his name. 3 points para kay Sam Paras so far, but 6 rebounds already. Second free throw. We'll get that to trickle in. Another deadlock, this time at 42. So JT Bulacan Taipan led by 70, 42-33. Lagan siya, napakalalim naman nun. Missing on that layup though. We were tied at 33. Umabante ng 40-33 itong JT Bulacan Taipan. The Kingthorns came roaring back. And we're now with another deadlock. Talagang ayaw, bumitaw nung itong Davao. Every time Bulacan threatens na tumakbo, no?
10-point lead, 9-2 nating run to start of the third quarter. Probably 11-2 run itong ginawa nitong JP Taipan. Kaya ngayon naman, itong time naman itong ng Davao to make a run. That's why we're tied here to 42. It's a foul.
Kanina pa nga penalty.
Mesa. So it's another 2 free throw para dito kay Sam Paras.
Able to hit on 2 earlier. We are walking down the other side of the court. Might be a long 3 minutes and 18 dito sa ating third quarter. At the rate the fouls are going. As Azul will take a breather, replaced by Buligan.
Yung pressure dito kay Sam na sinasabi natin kanina, it's not about coming from the dad but also from his brother. Itong si Kobe is playing at the Japan right now. So for him to excel also, kaya nga sabi nga natin kanina na i-enjoy mo lang. His dad is trying to take those pressure off his shoulder. Kita naman dito, it's very evident here. And then the way he plays, just enjoying, banging his body. Mga other big man dito sa 14 and under division. Yes, he's only 14 years old. Itong si Sam. Baka hindi pa nga 14 yan. Baka mga nasa 13 lang yan. Kita pa sa katawan niya.
Balboa will be fouled. 2 free throws coming up. Try to give us another deadlock dahil abante na nga ng dalawa dito ang Davao. 44-42. Make that 44-43 after that conversion. So we mentioned that every time that the Jordans are off the floor, talking about Edison and Allison, doon medyo nagkakaroon ng I guess question mark, no? Kung sinong pupuntahan ko from the offensive side for Bulacan. And dito, hindi na sila sabay inupo na iwan itong si Edison here in the third. Buligan. Cross court. Inside, another floater. Favorite move nitong Davao as Joseph Ezekiel Buligan. So, couple of Buligans pa lang meron tayo dito sa Davao. I just noticed that. Ang dalawang Jordan Sands sa kabila.
Wow.
Three-pointer from Balboa.
What a fine also there by Kapule, finding Balboa in that corner.
Iba rin talaga pagkaliwete ang bitaw eh. Buligan. Hounded by Kapule. Gets it to probably his brother Buligan. Short on that shot by Bin. Gets the rebound. Gets it to Edison Jordan. Looking to attack. Gets to the cup. Will lose that basketball, but Bulacan will keep it on the baseline with still 16 on their shot clock. Nagandikitan tayo rito, Coach Joseph.
So may last 2 minutes here in the third quarter and a knockout play. Ano ba naman yan? Lumabas pa itong
Yung pa
tira
yung
ni
hindi
Edison.
pumasok no?
Oh, nabati ko eh. Naunahan ko agad eh. My bad, Edison. So, babawian na lang ni Kapuli. And a sidestep and a scoop shot and a foul para dito kay Kapuli. We're gonna earn his points on the line. So, they want to give a shout-out again to their team owner, Dr. Gregory. So, itong, alam naman natin, itong Bulacan Taipan natin is from school base from the Mystical Rose School of Bulacan. Oh, they want to give a big shout-out to the one who supported them, itong si Dr. Gregory.
Nag-message nga si Coach Mark Dandan sa atin, Coach Joseph, no, that ang goal nga daw ni Boss Jobentay, kaya nga sila JT, Bulacan Taipan, is to really give the platform dito sa Bulacan-based players. Kaya school-based teams nga rin yung kinukuha ng JT Bulacan Taipan that they're fielding here in Junior MPBL. Also in the 16 and 18 under division. And several players that we're already seeing, showing their class dito. Yung magkapatid nga na Jordan, right? Balboa with those 5 straight points. So hopefully sila din magkaroon ng opportunity for the likes of UAAP and the NCAA schools. I don't know, Coach Joseph, kung as early as now, minamata mo na ang mga player na to, na instead na problemahin mo sila tulad ni John Carl Canapi, na maging kasangga mo sila instead in the NCAA battles. But another proof na yung suporta din na nanggagaling from team owners, team bosses, diyan naman nag-uumpisa di ba? Hindi rin pwedeng walang ganyang klaseng suporta na kukuha itong mga bata.
This is the purest form of basketball here in the 14 and under. Kasi alam mo yun, lahat gusto magpakita. Walang relax dito Talagang lahat sila dito, feeling nila it's gonna be a championship game for them. Naalala ko yun, the season 1, yung mga nalaline up is binibigay pa ng parangal doon sa barangay nila. Pumasok pa lang sa team niya hindi pa sila nananalo. So ganun ka-prestige. Itong mga batang to, nakakapaglaro sila dito sa Junior MPBL. Tama yung sinasabi mo. Big shout-out to all the bosses na nag-sponsor dito sa mga teams na to. Naglalaro dito sa Junior MPBL, making this the dream of these kids possible playing here in this kind of a league.
50-46 with 1 minute and 2 remaining here in the third. Bulacan still in the driver's seat, up by 4, but couple of free throws awarded dito kay Peter Ang. Chance na namang mababa ang Kalamangan. Yan yung game nga na napanood natin prior this, Coach Joseph. We were watching it and dikit nga siya for 3 quarters. So at the 4th quarter, tuluyang bumitaw ang Antipolo JY Titans against the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. We're hoping for maybe a tighter finish for both these squads. This is just game number 7. May dalawa pa pong laro paparating ngayong gabi. Kasama nyo po kami sa inyong mga hapunan.
Tama yan. Hindi lang hapunan, pwede mo na rin kami isama bago kayo matulog.
Huwag lang naman midnight snack.
Huwag na.
Missing long on that 3. Another 3-pointer from the opposite side. Another foul will be whistled. So 2 more free throws parating dito. for the Kingthorns. 38.5 seconds left. Still in the third. So may 16 tsaka 18 under matchups pa rin tayo paparating for these same teams, Bulacan and Davao. 9 games late. Our first game day na siyam ang ating nilaro for the first game days that we had in the season. 6. Well, the opening date was just 3. You did cover that. An excellent opening brought to us by Junior MPBL, of course.
Saya nun. Ikaw ba naman may Flo G at saka Nick Makino sa opening. Sobrang na-enjoy nito mga batang to. Itong opening na binigay nila Commissioner Kit at Boss JR Navarro.
Valenzuela.
Kahit ako nag-enjoy ng opening na yun sa Alonte. Parang punong-puno yun. Sa festive feeling na kumbaga opening yung season number 2 natin. Last year, nung opening natin sa San Juan, so biniro ko nga itong Juan. So palaki ng palaki na itong itong opening natin. Hopefully next year baka Araneta na tayo, MOA na tayo.
I won't be surprised.
Oo naman. With the bosses that we have, yung vision na meron sila. Mabigyan ng experience itong mga batang to, hindi malayo.
That pass a bit too strong. Bante pa rin ang dalawang Bulacan, 50-48. 5-second shot clock and game clock difference. Anticipated there by Bin. Has a lane. Gets that layup to go. Extending this lead to 4, 52-48. Shot clock is off. Davao could hold for the last shot if they wish to. Tison to the middle. Looking to drop it off to Braganza but stolen. Last 3 seconds. A second left. Kailangan niya na ito ibato as time runs out. No attempt para sa Bulacan but despite that, they would take this 4-point lead with them heading into our fourth and final quarter. 52-48 against the Davao Kingthorns. Look at the highlights here in our third. Opening the scoring festivities was Buligan earlier. Allison Jordan trying to match his brother's output. Sky Hazul, syempre, hindi rin naman magpapahuli. And ito, bagong pasok lang dito sa Bulacan. I believe that was Balboa hitting on 5 in that third quarter. At matatapos nga ang ating third period, 52-48 in favor of Bulacan. Last 10 minutes of action coming right up. Davao Kingthorns trying to address this 4-point deficit heading into the fourth. 52-48 nga tayo natapos. Of course, the Kingthorns has shown time and time again, Coach Joseph, na even if Bulacan would lead by 10, they led by 7 at the start of that third quarter, immediately finding a response, making it close once again.
Kung meron ka naman ganitong player like Azul, first attempt is that floater. Talagang kaya mo pa rin talaga dumikit sa laban na to. Pero with this kind of aggressiveness na meron itong si Edison Jordan, he won't let this pass. Ito first game niya dito sa Junior MPBL na kumbaga, hey, we're gonna make a bang. Yun nga sabi kanina ni Daphne, na we're gonna make a mark here in the Junior MPBL.
Certainly someone that you have to look out for kung makakaharap mo nga itong JT Bulacan Taipan in the future, the way that Edison Jordan is performing in just his first game sa ating season number 2.
Oh, Bulacan, Davao should take care of the ball. Bulacan forced them to 7 turnovers on that third quarter, kaya nakalayo yun. Tabla lang tayo kanina ng 48, biglang 4 straight points yung Bulacan to end the quarter. Kaya naman start ng fourth tayo dito. They're up by 4. Sa hole, short right there. Buligan tumatakbo.
Looking for Tison, but anticipated there. Babalik ang bola dito sa Davao to the corner. Buligan for 3. A little bit too strong as Sahol corrals that rebound.
Napatigil sa hinga yung Bulacan doon. But sa Buligan, no, na open 3.
Nakadalawa na nga yan in that first half. So alam mo nga may bitaw rin yung bata. Oh, look at this guy. Able to wrestle that rebound away was Kapule. But they turn it over. Back to Davao. Azul muli. Also turns the ball over. Almost para sa Bulacan as Pangan will try from outside. That's short. Rebound battle. Pangan trying to fight for it. His pass a bit too fancy. And another turnover. So kakasabi mo lang na kailangan mag-alaga ng bola nitong Davao, but Bulacan, couple of turnovers to begin this fourth quarter, not really helping them to preserve this 4-point advantage.
So start ng fourth natin dito, no? Skeleton Hunter basketball. Talaga alam mo, turnover dito, turnover doon. Kumbaga, sino makakasettle dito? Ayan, another turnover right there.
And
Another turnover.
Finally, a basket after maybe 6 turnovers
Oh, yes.
from both teams. Lead down to 2, 52-50.
I think kakambal na rin ng turnover ito ang game natin, knowing that we're playing here in the 14 and under division.
It's a blocking foul. Will be whistled here against Sky Hazul.
Kaya advantage talaga kung sino may control eh. Diba? Kung sino yung marunong mag-control ng bola, kung sino pwedeng magsabi na wait lang, dadaan natin to. Huwag na tayong tumakbo kasi nakatatlong turnover na tayo. Yun yung mga kailangan matutunan ng mga player. Now, if you're the players here playing, kung pag napapanoorin mo to mamaya, you're gonna check it. Ano ba dapat yung ginawa ko dun? I should have pulled it out. O kailangan ko na lang muna sinafety ko na lang muna. Ito rin kagandahan ng mga ganitong klaseng may mga live stream kasi nababalikan nila yung laro nila, nakokorek nila yung mga mali nila.
Edison Jordan missing on that sidestep move. Gets another chance. Ayaw pa rin. Maaagawan dito ni Sky Hazul.
The drought continues here para dito sa Bulacan.
Inside. Won't work. Pangan. Lilipad for that board. This is Sahol. Finds Edison Jordan. Binali pa. Nilinis pa yung ring. Kala ko iluluwa. Edison Jordan now with 17 big markers together with 8 rebounds. All around game. For his debut showing dito sa ating junior MPBL. Stolen by Bin. He has Pangan ahead. Gets it to him for that easy layup. Another run. Ginagawa dito ng JT Bulacan Taipan. Once again up by 6, 56-50. As the Davao Kingthorns look to call for some time. Look at that pass. Saktong-sakto. Wala nang dribble para kay Pangan. 56-50. Bulacan now up by 6. We have an Nature Spring timeout. It's 56-50 with 6 and 55 left here in the ball game. JT Bulacan Taipan once again having this mini run. Davao Kingthorns looking to stop that momentum. Calling for that timeout. Let's see what they've drawn up. Buligan looking inside. Samparas though unable to contain that leather. Turn it over once again. That's turnover number 25 para dito sa Davao. Foul on the backcourt will be whistled against Peter Ang. That's team foul number 3, I believe, for the Kingthorns.
So yung mga ayaw mo sa coach coming off a timeout, you design the play and a turnover. Kumbaga parang nagsunog ka ng isang timeout na naging pabor pa sa kalaban. So, well, it's still manageable with only 6-point lead with 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Sahol
Another
throws it away.
turnover. And another turnover. Balik yung bola dito sa Bulacan.
Edison Jordan blocked by Paras. That's one way to stop this leading scorer for both teams. Edison Jordan already has 17. Samantalang sa kabila has been Boligan leading the way. John Carlisle Boligan with 12. And another turnover, the traveling kind. Balik na naman dito sa King Thorns ang bola. Take another look at that big block. Kala ni Edison Jordan, nakalusot na siya. But Sam Paras there to recover. Big block. Paras style. Ball deflected but recovered. Able to get that reverse to go was Javier. Chance ang makapuntos instead from the free throw line. So 6 minutes and 4 remaining sa ating laro. Drought naman kanina for Bulacan. This time it's Davao. Able to get that field goal. Finally, broken by Javier with that free throw. Lead down to 5, 56 to 51 with one more to go. Splits his charities. Pangan another rebound. That's rebound number 8. Para dito kay Pangan. Go. First time in this ball game. By Bin. Baseline jumper. Smooth and silky. Confidence at the all-time high para dito kay Baybin after that shot.
Baybin leading the JT Bulacan in rebounding and a sweet-looking shot from him. It's a bonus para dito kay Coach Herman. And a steal and another turnover para dito sa Davao. Muntik na rin doon. Maagaw sa hall. Tumatakbo.
Sidesteps his way through. Unable to finish with that left. Paras secures the rebound. Gandang lusot na sana ni Sahol. Hindi nga lang natapos. That attempt. Ang will pull up for 3. Too strong. Over the backward. Babalik ang bola sa Bulacan. Couple of substitutions coming up for the King Thorns. Tison together with the other Boligan, Joseph Ezekiel. 5 and 15 still left in the fourth. 58 to 51 tayo rito. Bulacan, abante pa rin ng 7. By Bin. Able to hit on that baseline jumper. Looking for Pangan. And guess what, Coach Joseph? Another turnover. Hindi naman nagpapahulit itong Bulacan. We did say that Davao has already 27 after those 2 turnovers earlier. Bulacan with that turnover also has 22 in this game. Sabi mo nga, medyo kakabit na yan in the 14 under. Pero dito sa fourth quarter, parang a bit uncharacteristic na dito ka pa nagpa-pile up ng turnover. And right on cue. Nagdagan mo pa ng isa.
So it's gonna be 20th turnover para dito sa Davao. So I think it's a part niyan ng chemistry. Kumbaga hindi nila natatansya yung pasa kung kaya ba yan ng... Kasi part pa rin yan eh. And another turnover also. Diba? Kung paramihan lang ng turnover yung nangyayari dito. We started with 48, 52 yung score. So 6 points pa lang nadadagdag dito and 3 points para dito sa Davao. Pero yung sa turnover department natin, Jaime, talagang mas lamang pa ata yung nadagdag nilang turnover.
Baka yun nga ang labanan nga siguro. O Joseph, parang koponan. Which again tells you, you did point out, Coach Joseph, that if you take care of that basketball, yung knowledge kung kailan na, Sky Azul, breaking the drought here, sinking that 3-pointer. And just like that, back to a 4-point lead, 58 to 54. Kung kailan na aatras, kung kailan susulong. Pangan, masyadong malakas on that jumper. Here we go, Davao will run it. Player ahead is Tison, gets it to him. 5 straight points para sa Davao. And once again, Davao will trim this lead down to 2, 58 to 56 as we see a player down on the floor. Take another look at that Tison basket. Mapapatawag nga ng timeout dito ang JT Bulacan Taipan. Brought to us by Nature Spring. With 4 and 15 remaining in this game, 5-0 run para sa Davao King Thorns. It's now 58-56. Dalawa na lang, abante ng Bulacan. Si Espiritu will miss. Pangan, second shot, ayaw pa rin. Espiritu trying to keep it alive. He will be fouled. That will be team foul number 4. No free throws just yet.
So before that break, nahulog na tong si Allison Jordan floor because of a cramps and suffering cramps here. And their PT is attending him right now. Nandun si Daphne to get a clear report. So, naiwan dito si Edison at saka si Pangan and Espiritu to get the scoring load para dito kay Coach Herman para sa JT Bulacan. And the 2 free throw is off para dito kay Espiritu. Balik yung bola dito sa Davao.
Sa Zul, siya naman magtitimon dito for the King Thorns. Able to hit on that 3 earlier. Escapes the defense. Misses on that floater. Fortunate there para kay Fian. Babalik ang bola dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Still holding on to this 2-point advantage. 3 and 45 still left in this game. Scapule has a lane. Drops it off to Pangan. Short stab. Ayaw. Rebound by Tison. And the foul from behind will be called against Espiritu. That would be the second team foul para sa JT Bulacan Taipan.
It's unusual na dalawa pa lang tong foul nitong Bulacan. Hindi katulad ng third quarter. They're early on the penalty. Nag-fiesta ito sa free throw line itong si Samparas. Pero ito, nag-iba yung adjustment nila dito sa fourth quarter. They take care of their fouls but they're not taking care of the ball here in the fourth quarter. Pero still, lamang sila ng dalawa. What a try right there by Espiritu.
Bulacan will keep it on the baseline. Still 19 to shoot for the White Shirts. Balasa rin ulit ang King Thorns. They go outside to Edison Jordan. Kapule. Calling for the Horns. Nailang siya. Wanted to give it up to Edison Jordan. But instead, will turn that ball over back to Davao.
It's only a 2-point basket here. Wala pa tayong overtime sa araw na to, Jaime. Noy Africa, huwag ka nang manood dyan.
Stay off the live stream, Coach Noy.
Yes. And we're all tied here in the last 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter with 58 all. And a steal, hindi. By Bin dribbling the ball.
By Bin pa rin.
A wild pass. What a good save right there by Buligan. I'm going to give him a high five for that effort trying to save the ball. Still with 14 seconds left here in their shot clock.
2 and 50 left in the game. We were tied at 33, tied at 42, and this time around tied once again at 58. Both these teams really trying to get that victory to begin their season. Too strong para kay Espiritu on that 3-point attempt. Ball rolls out of bounds. Davao would get an opportunity to take the lead back.
Magiging mahabang 2 minutes and 38 seconds to, Jaime.
This is the type of game naman na gusto nating
yes,
nako-cover,
knowing
syempre.
that this is the first game of the two teams. Yung gusto nilang makita.
Paras looking to manufacture his way inside. Will be fouled. Team foul number 3. Para sa Bulacan. That's Pangan's second. Samparas. Gusto ko yung veteran moves na parang... hindi. Sinasabi lang pala niya sa teammates niya na there are no free throws. Bumalik na tayo. They have a baseline inbound. Tison. We're able to execute on a knockout play earlier. Gets it to Hazul. Pick and roll with Paras. Steps back. Blocked by Espiritu. Gandang basa dun sa step back na yun. Sky. The other end, Edison Jordan weaves his way through. Will lose that basketball. Another turnover. Davao will run it on the other end. They have the numbers. Another foul will be whistled here against Bulacan, trying to stop that attack from Sky Hazul. That would also put them at the limit now. Both teams in the penalty.
So, pero makakuha dito ni Direk. Ito another Jordan on the floor. That's Allison. The other side of the court. Experiencing a cramps. So it's gonna be left to Baybin and Espiritu and Pangan.
Take a look at that foul earlier. Ito nga, Edison Jordan, similar to his brother, just earlier here in the fourth. Case of cramps. Pero grabe rin naman nga pinapakita nitong magkapatid na to. Edison Jordan, of course, so far leading all scorers with 17 points. You know, he has been putting a lot of effort. We still have 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in this game. We're tied at 58. We're still watching this 14 under division matchup between JT Bulacan Taipan and the Davao Kingthorns. Our season number 2 of our junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. As Hazul gets it to the corner, Tison battles his way inside, then an offensive foul will be called against him. Espiritu standing his ground.
Not a good call by the referee right there. Talagang binaba niya yung shoulder niya doon.
Take another look at that. Yun nga, binaba ang balikat and the officials right there to call it. Bulacan with their opportunity.
Tingnan natin kung sinong pupuntahan nitong Bulacan kasi wala na nga si Allison doon. Yun na nga, hirap nga sila. Kung sino nga yung magiging go-to player nila. Katulad dito sa Davao, look who's holding that ball. That's Sky Azul with a floater and the lead.
Naman ng kumpiyansa ng bata, no? He knows it's crunch time. Takes it upon his name to make things happen. That floater working wonders para sa Davao. They're now up by 2, 60-58 as JT Bulacan Taipan will call for this Nature Spring timeout. Still in the Henares Sports Arena in Pasig. Bringing you season number 2 of our junior MPBL. I'm MDR, kasama pa rin si Coach Joseph Guion alongside Daphne Cristobal, bringing you the action with 1 minute and 27 remaining in the fourth. The Davao Kingthorns now look to protect their 2-point lead after that basket from Sky Azul, and he comes up with a steal. Doing it on both ends of the basketball. Nakahanap ng puwang. Iluluwa ang bola as Allison Jordan back in the ball game, securing that rebound.
Actually, hindi lang si Allison yung nakabalik. Doon din si Edison. But another steal by Davao. Now, they need to score this one to have a breather in this game.
Yun na nga ang ginawa ni Santino Miguel Tison for the Kingthorns. Now a 2-possession ball game. And the biggest lead para sa Davao throughout this game at 4. 3-pointer. Kakalog palabas para kay Balboa. Kailangan magmadali ng Davao dito, holding on to this 4-point advantage. Samparas all alone. Pangan trying to challenge. Make that a 6-0 blast. And just like that, the Davao Kingthorns now up by 6, 64-58. Key baskets from Hazul, Tison, and Paras, creating what might be enough cushion nga, Coach Joseph, to secure their first victory dito sa season number 2.
That's a quick 6 points yung ginawa dito ng Davao in less than a minute. They scored at scored at 6 points. Lahat yung fast break points yung ginawa nila eh. Yung unang atake ni Edison, a steal, forward pass. Umatake ulit dito yung kakambal niya, si Allison. Another steal, another forward pass, and the last one, yun na nga, yung ni-score ni Tison to give the Davao the 6-point lead cushion for them to probably to get the first win here in the junior MPBL.
The turnovers really have been hurting, well, both squads, no? Pero for these past few possessions, yung turnovers ng Bulacan, pinagbayad sila dito ng Davao, creating those fast break opportunities.
Titingnan mo, ito Bulacan is leading probably 80% of the time here in this ball game. Pero yun na nga, nawala muna si Allison, and then nagka-cramps itong si Edison. Now it's Davos turn now to call a timeout with a quick 3-pointer para dito kay Edison Jordan.
After experiencing cramps itong magkapatid, no? Trying to gut it out.
So gonna be a lesson para dito sa JT Bulacan na you're not gonna rely sa kambal na Jordan. But they should someone to step it up. Pero yun na nga, ito nga yung challenge na yan sa game na to is yun na nga, pag nawala ba yung Jordan, sino yung pupuntahan natin? Ito yung mga aral na dadalhin nitong team na to at saka ng mga coaching staff nila na kung sino yung next guy man up na pwede magbuhat para sa kanila.
Pangan also in double digits with 11. Baybin also has 10. So it's 5 on the floor para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. It's Pangan, ang magkapatid na Jordan, Balboa, and Capule. Let's see who the 5 would be for the Kingthorns. It's Tison, Javier, Sky Hazul, Sam Paras, and Boligan for the final 38.48 of this game.
So it's going to be front court inbound. So it's going to be 14 seconds para dito sa Davao to create a play here. It's going to be a down screen. Probably a back pick, but it's going to be a 5 seconds violation. Yun na nga. Na-delay at na-deny itong si Tison. Kaya natawagan ng 5 seconds violation itong Davao. Tingnan natin kung may timeout pa ba dito si Coach Herman. I think he doesn't have a timeout left. Nagamit niya na. Pero hindi nila naiintindihan. It's going to be inbound here at the back court.
So that's a stop you're looking for if you are a JT Bulacan Taipan supporter.
So it's going to be a discussion also for the referee kung saan yung inbound. Either here, dito ba sa backcourt.
Officials trying to make sure.
Oh yes, hindi sila pwede magkamali dito kasi
asking for a replay. We still have 38.48 seconds left. The prevailing call was a 5-second violation against the Davao Kingthorns. Able to inbound that basketball. An opportunity to possibly tie this ball game with a 3-pointer. Or a quick 2.
So we're discussing here. May complaint kasi from the teams here for the uniform. Kasi yun ang sinasabi natin dito. Parang may nag-sub na hindi nakatuck in. So the referees here will try to check na may isang player daw, we don't know, either from Bulacan or from Davao ba, na pumasok na hindi nakatuck in. Kasi pag hindi nakatuck in, automatic it's gonna be a free throw. And a free throw with this time and this lead and with this score is a big na pag-uusapan yan. It's gonna be a factor here.
So no further call, it seems. So they're preparing to inbound the basketball. It would be Edison Jordan looking to... it seems to be another discussion. So just when we thought play was about to resume, Kasi kung yung nabanggit mo nga, Coach Joseph, is indeed the case, and their officials have been consistent, not just in this season, but even last season. Kahit crucial pa yan kung dun pa nangyari yung moment where there's an infraction in terms of the uniform of any player, talaga namang kailangan pituhan. And while we are awaiting a decision, would of course like to take this moment to thank our sponsors ito sa ating Junior MPBL, pound for pound. Doride Bola ng Pinoy, the official basketball of the Junior MPBL. Pound Active, Wing Bowl, Nature Spring, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos. Jinky Skin, Chris Jacob, of course, yung napakita nga nating fan of the game kanina. Siyempre, Don Benitos, ang paborito nating Filipino delicacy provider. Pichi Pichi, kinakain natin kanina, Coach Joseph. Ibang klase rin yung lasa.
Siyempre, bigyan na rin natin ng shoutout si Ma'am MC Picasso for giving us another merienda here. Napakabangong pizza. So, thank you, Ma'am MC. So, while we're waiting, it's another discussion kasi. Kailangan kasi talaga makita ng referee. Itong kung meron ba talaga na may pumasok na hindi naka-tuck in. Kasi may complain eh. Hindi mo rin kasi pwedeng balikan pag tapos na yung game. Diba?
Kailangan na maitira mo yung technical free throw
Oh,
pagkatapos.
yes. So, it's gonna be a factor yung dito. Pero yun na nga sinasabi natin kanina pa na lahat dapat yung mga players na nasa bench talagang hindi nagtatanggal ng uniform kasi anytime pag hinugot ka at tinawag ka ng coach mo at bigla kang pumasok at hindi ka naka-tuck in, it's gonna cost everyone a free throw.
They're replaying it on our screens right now.
So parang yun na nga, parang wala naman nakita.
Not in that instance. So mukhang wala nga. As action resumes, this is Kapule. Goes to Edison Jordan, another three. Too strong. Rebound. Pangan gets that basket underneath. Still a 1-point lead dito for Davao. You don't have to take a foul if ikaw ang JT Bulacan Taipan. Tison attacks. Will lose that basketball. Recovered by Balboa. Tatakbo tayo sa kabila. Balboa takes it all the way. Will miss on that layup. Pangan trying to fight for it. Paras gets the rebound. Bulacan has to foul. A player is down. This is Tison making that move earlier. Paras getting that rebound.
It's not a foul. Ngayon, titingnan mo ngayon kung ikaw ang referee, kung ilan na yung nabilang mo sa 8-second violation na yun. Kasi doon pa rin yung inbound sa ilalim. Kung nakadalawa ka na doon, nasa coaches na ngayon yan or nasa referee na rin. Kasi magiging factor din yan eh. Hindi mo alam kasi kailangan mo pa tumawid eh. Kasi you're gonna be inbounding the ball there. Kasi wala naman timeout. Pero na lang talaga kung ta-timeout si Coach Arvin dito.
So it was Tison down on the floor. He will need to miss itong last 13.27 seconds natin. If you are Bulacan, both teams are already in the penalty. Try to come up with a steal, but definitely expecting to be fouled are the Kingthorns. You would want to get that ball to your better free throw shooters.
Automatic, you're gonna be sub out here. Yan sinasabi ng mga referees natin. So,
dahil tumigil nga yung aksyon due to that. Ito na nga, Tison will have to take a seat. And just as you said, Coach Joseph, Coach Arvin will call for this timeout. Looking to put his team in a position to get that basketball safely. Dahil natawagan nga sila kanina dito, 5-second violation.
This time it's gonna be probably a different approach. Probably wala ng down screen. It's gonna be locked and you're just gonna go out to get that ball. Tingnan natin dito. Replay. Ano nakita mo doon, Jaime?
Not much. Dun sa galaw nga nun ni Tison, although he was holding on to his right side of his face. And being attended to, yun nga, niyeyeluhan. Baka natamaan in that attempt to save that basketball after he lost it. Just looking at the free throws dito, Coach Joseph, no, so far in this game, Javier 8 out of 10 from the line. So he might be the option para dito sa Davao. Sam Paras is 4 out of 6 and Sky Azul is 2 of 2.
And Peter Ang will be the trigger man here on the sideline. Tama ang sinabi mo kanina, may natawagan na rin ang 5 seconds violation to itong Davao. Tingnan natin dito anong inbound play gagawin nila. Automatic, a quick foul. Binigay dito ni Kapule. So it's gonna be a penalty para dito sa Bulacan. So 2 free throw para dito kay Azul.
Sky Azul leading the scoring column para sa Davao Kingthorns. The most important points, calmly sinks the first. His father, RJ Azul, of course, in attendance. Eagerly watching his son take these very crucial free throws. Will still be a one-possession ball game regardless. 65-63. Second one rattles out. Kailangan na tumakbo ng Bulacan dito. Edison Jordan against Javier. Napaluhod. Will lose that basketball and wala na nga choice itong Bulacan but to foul yet again with 3.38 seconds left. Very unfortunate there para kay Edison Jordan, Coach Joseph.
On my angle, bumigay na talaga yung legs niya doon. Nag-cramps na. So he was pointing, actually not pointing on his calf but also pointing on his thigh already. Ayun na. So talagang bumigay na lang talaga yung legs niya doon. But you have no other option but to throw that ball to the ring. Asking for a miracle. Pero nandun nga si Paras to get that ball. He was attended now sa kabilang court natin.
Sam Paras have a chance to secure this ball game if he hits 2 free throws. It'll be very difficult for JT Bulacan Taipan to make a comeback. First free throw off para kay Sam Paras. Still another coming up. JT Bulacan Taipan sa mga Joko Joseph, no longer any timeouts.
No, it's still manageable. 3 seconds. Matagal pa yan. Ayun.
66-63. So Bulacan needs a 3-pointer. It's Sahol. A second remaining. Balboa for 3. Oh!
That's
Balboa!
sinasabi natin ngayon.
Sends it to overtime. They have to take another look. But sa angle natin, Coach Joseph, parang saktong-sakto yung bitaw.
For me, it's a ako, pagbabasihan ko dun on my angle. Before that buzzer, yun, titingnan natin ngayon kung may time pa or stepping on the line. Pero, para sa akin, he was outside the line right there because step back pa siya eh. 2 referees was putting their hands up.
Your officials waiting for that confirmation, and indeed, that 3-pointer from Balboa will count and we will have 5 more minutes. Coach Joseph, sabi mo kasi kanina wala pang overtime dito sa
And
season
the first
number 2.
overtime goes to Jaime and Coach Joseph in this.
We tied at 66 at the end of regulation. A biggest shot of his life para kay General David Balboa.
Balikan natin dito ngayon dahil wala ngayon si Edison Jordan. So who will step up para dito sa Bulacan on their scoring load? Kasi alam naman natin dito sa Davao, they still have Buligan, they still have that Paras, meron silang Sky Azul, they have Tizon now. Next man up para dito sa Bulacan with Sahol, Kapole, Baybin, Pangan on the floor. Start pa natin dito. Sila agad may bola. Almost a turnover and a steal by Azul right there.
Mapupwersa nga itong JT Bulacan Taipan to answer the question that we've been asking all throughout this game. Kanino ka pupunta in the absence of Edison Jordan? As a blocking foul will be called here against the Kingthorns and carry over ang ating penalty from that 4th quarter. So this would mean free throws coming up.
So it's gonna be 2 free throw para dito kay Balboa. So the Davao didn't like that call, pero our referee sees a different thing on his angle. Well, sa ganitong ka-tight yung ball game natin, lahat naman ata ng tawag, I think iko-contest ng both team na yan.
Siyempre, yun nga, even yung uniform kanina, nung crucial na part. They took some time to make sure.
See, kanina, yung sinasabi natin kanina yun about the technical, about the uniform. Kung na-shoot yun,
That's 1 point.
diba?
That
That's
could have
already
been
a
1 point.
It could have been a win already for Bulacan.
Hazul. Ball stop from behind. Yellow shirts would keep it on the baseline.
Still 14 seconds left here in their shot clock.
Tison back in the ball game para sa Davao. Looking inside. Samparas blocked by Sahol.
What a block by Sahol right there, not giving up on that play. I was about to say a knockout play again. And buti na lang, napigilan ko at na-block ni Sahol doon. And a drop pass here for Baybin. Wala, Pangan for the offensive rebound. Still,
Ayaw pa rin, no? Still just a 2-point advantage para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Buligan will set it up para sa Davao. Gets in the lane. Looking for Tison in the corner. But pass a bit off. Babalik ang bola dito sa Bulacan.
he had a good intention right there, but a bad execution para dito kay Buligan. Passing that ball to the corner.
So 4:02 left in overtime. So if you just joined us, we are tied at 66 at the end of the regulation. At ang rason is that Balboa 3-pointer at the buzzer. Kapule calling out the horns.
So 10 seconds left here. Yun na nga. Iningi ni Balboa yung bola doon on that right wing. And Kapule decided to call a play and then decided to pass to Balboa. And yun na nga. Doon na pumasok yung miscommunication. But it's still up by 2 points here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here. So, tingnan natin both teams to the penalty.
Tison goes strong to the lane, will be fouled by Balboa. Head to the line for 2. Tison, of course, had to sit out that last possession para sa Davao after being attended to. Nice to see him back in this game.
Siya yung tinamaan nung kanina with a go hard drive to the basket.
Tison so far played well behind the performance of Sky Hazul. Looking at his performance in this game so far, Tison has 9 after that free throw conversion to go with 3 steals. Tied na naman tayo dito, Coach Joseph. 68-68 by Bin. Off the glass. A bit off balance, but no problem para kay Baybin.
What a shot by Bin right there. And a foul again by Balboa. Putting his arms down. Yung sinasabi natin, if you put your hands down, you're gonna give the reason to referee to call or to blow that whistle. Tingnan natin dito, that off the glass tinatawag natin, Jaime. Kissing, kumbaga pinadaan dun sa taas.
Tison would hit on that first 3 straight free throw conversions. Dalawa na ngayon nakapayong dun kay Baybin na Coach Joseph. No? Still able to finish despite the outstretched defense of the King Thorns. 4 straight free throws now.
Out of 4 para dito kay Santino, Tison. Tabla ulit tayo dito, Jaime, 70.
Tied at 66, tied at 68, now tied at 70. Baybin will try from outside, too strong. Trying to save it was Balboa, bounces it off Tison as they will regain possession. Great hustle there from Balboa.
Yan yung mga clips na kailangan mo ipakita sa mga scout o sa mga coach na kung gusto mo mag-try out, yung mga ganong klaseng play. When everyone give up, wala, nandun ka pa pala. Diba? Balboa saving that ball and a fresh 14 seconds ibibigay niya dito para sa Bulacan in a knockout play. Yun nga lang, Paras was there to alter that shot.
Almost Tison saving it to the wrong guy. But Bulacan would keep it with 10 seconds left on their shot clock. Run the same play. This time they'll go to Baybin. Different result. But Pangan there to clean it up. Pangan with a double-double now, 15 and 12.
Nakatao na dito si Kapuli kay Sky Azul. as soon as possible. They don't want Sky to get that ball, but Tison was there to facilitate. And a drop pass and an easy basket para dito kay Sam Paras.
Tabla na naman tayo. 72-72, 2.5 remaining in this first overtime. Kailangan yata natin sabihin yon. As Balboa through the middle will miss on that attempt. So foul will be given up here by Bin and will go to the other end as Xavier will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Oh, susubukin natin dito si Javier sa free throw line. We all know that Tison shoot 4 straight free throw para dito sa Davao. And it's Javier's turn to give Davao the lead.
Javier, I believe so far 8 out of 10 in the game has been his friend.
So,
But still 2 free throws.
yeah, tumawid kasi si Baybin doon. Nabigay na yung bola.
Chance to make it up para kay Javier. So that first miss would be negated. It would still be 2 free throws. Makes up for it, converts on the first. Balik na naman sa Davao ang Kalamangan.
Still, labanan pa rin dito ng mental, sa presence of mind. Baybin, talagang tinuloy niya doon. Actually, the referee was giving him an eye. Huwag mo na ituloy. Pero yun na nga, tumawid pa rin siya doon. Na-reward ulit dito si Javier na additional free throw. Kaya lamang na sila dito ng dalawa itong Davao. Now it's Davao's turn to have a full court press.
We spoke about how yung mga free throws na yan, Coach Joseph, would play a part in this type of contest. Kapule falls down on the court, will lose that basketball. Hazul recovers. Opportunity to extend this 2-point advantage para sa Davao. Tison lose the ball momentarily. Almost a turnover. But Davao will keep it. It's still 13 seconds sa kanilang shot clock.
So it's gonna be IRS here. It's gonna be a review because Bulacan was telling our referee right there na tumama sa paa itong Davao. Pero nga, parang for me on our angle, Jaime, parang natapik diretso dito sa paa ni Tison.
That angle, difficult to see kung kanino nga tumama last. The prevailing call was that bola pa rin ng Davao. Here's another angle, Coach Joseph. So natapik ni Kapule. Or tumama sa paa ni Kapule. Let's see if our officials would keep or reverse it. They would keep the call. So yun nga, it did seem that in the replay, it hit the foot of Kapule.
Nauna sa paa ni Tison. Pero pumunta last touch kumbaga sa paa ni Kapule doon.
Go back to Tison. Hazul now. Hawak, tatawag dito kay Dahilan, and Paras will head to the line for 2. Kailangan na nga humugot dito ng JT Bulacan Taipan na Coach Joseph given the cramp situation of the Jordan Twins. Nakikita natin go minutes here in the overtime. Dahilan also
Johnson
in.
is back in the game also para dito kaya sa Bulacan.
Paras unable to convert on that first. There's one more coming up. Secures the second. 3-point advantage para sa Davao Kingthorn, 75-72. 1:48 remaining here in our overtime. Pangan from outside, too strong. That 3-pointer hasn't been working para kay para kay Pangan so far. Almost turn it over, and yun na nga, turnover na as Go looking ahead. Finds Pangan. Can't convert.
Patig na rin yung pumapasok dito sa overtime natin.
Go, another steal. Opportunity na naman dito para sa JT Bulacan Taipan to tie this ball game with a 3 or inch it closer. Go.
It's a traveling, I think. Clearly a traveling.
Was looking for Chongson sana no? Naiwan siya in no man's land picked up his dribble.
Parang Lucas slow-mo sidestep kasi yun eh. Yun nga lang, problema doon. Walang contact. Mag-isa lang siya. Tsaka wala siyang napasahan. Napatagal yung bola. Nakatawagan siya ng referee natin doon na traveling. Hindi na rin kinontes doon ni Coach Herman.
Baybin will check back in para sa Bulacan. Tison goes to the corner. Azul. Baseline. Inside to Paras.
And
Gets the roll.
So 5-point cushion para dito sa Davao. Yun na nga, makakahinga na sila dito.
They did lead by 6, Coach Joseph, the last minute or so of the fourth quarter. But Bulacan able to hit on those 2 threes, courtesy of this guy, Balboa. Short that time though. Looking ahead, Tison unable to track it down. 28.42 seconds remaining in our overtime. Babalik ang bola sa JT Bulacan, Taipan. No Edison, no Allison Jordan for JT Bulacan, Taipan. And they will call for some time. Trailing by 5, 77-72. They have shown, Coach Joseph, na kaya naman nilang makabalik despite a big lead. Even the last seconds of the ball game. Let's see if they can find that similar miracle na meron sila nung fourth quarter.
So bad cramps ito na nangyari sa dalawang Jordan na to finish the game here. Parang hindi na talaga sila nakaapak ng overtime itong dalawang Jordan. Pero nahulog nga itong scoring load para kay Baybin and Pangan. Pero nagkulang pa rin because of that firepower na meron itong Davao. The start of the overtime, they have the standing order galing dito kay Coach Sherman to lock down Sky Azul. But Tizon step it up para dito sa Davao, scoring 4 straight free throw and dishing that ball, and easy basket para doon kay Sam Paras. Kumbaga, siya na nag-facilitate. Tung tinanggal nyo si Sky, sabi ni Tizon, ako na muna. Pahinga ka muna dyan, Sky, because ayaw ka na nila pawakin ng bola. Just give me the ball and I'll be the one to orchestrate the offense para dito sa Davao.
Go. 3-pointer. Won't go. Azul tracks down the rebound. Last 20 seconds of the ball game, 5-point lead pa rin para sa Davao. No fouls being committed here by JT Bulacan Taipan. Tison. They're just playing keep away, making sure they're not turning the ball over. Azul, yayakapin na lamang. And he will be fouled with 6.57 seconds as Davao looking good, holding on to this victory after giving up that 6-point lead nga in regulation after that 3-pointer coming from Balboa. But they look primed to take their first victory sa ating season number 2.
There's gonna be a lesson also na iuwi dito ng Davao kung gaano ka diin yung laruan dito sa Junior MPBL. We're gonna play for the next 40 minutes. Nagkulang pa ngayong 40 minutes natin, nagdagdag pa tayo ng 5 minutes. Makikita na nila, they have the grass already. Kung ano pa yung makukuha nilang experience dito sa Junior MPBL.
Isipin mo, unang laro mo pa lang to, Coach Joseph. Tapos ganyan na kagad yung welcome sa'yo dito sa liga.
Yung cramps mo hindi lang isang paa, pang dalawahan right and left. So talagang yung intensity dito, ibang-iba.
Go. We'll dribble it out. Lose that basketball as time will run out. And our final score at the end of overtime, it's 78-72. The Davao Kingthorns will get their first victory, winning against JT Bulacan Taipan sa ating 14 under division. And while it's already the evening, this is just the 7th game ngayong araw. We still have 2 more to treat you guys with. 16 and 18 under matchups between these two teams would still be happening. Very exciting finish dito, Coach Joseph. Napasigaw nga tayo after that Balboa 3-pointer to send it to overtime. But nakulangan na talaga ng gasolina ang Bulacan sa dulo.
Naubos na doon yung dalawang Jordan. Hindi na nga natapos itong overtime. Pero ito na nga tayo with the first ever co-best player din dito